Welcome to Jumping the String Podcast. Jumping the String Podcast. Dedicated to the wildlands and the wild places we love. Based in western Montana, Jumping the String brings you the best hunting and fishing of the backcountry.
Welcome back, Jumping the String Podcast. We are filming this episode on not only the usual audio recording, but also for the first time on video. Thanks to my man, the Dirty Dale Duckman. You guys have heard him. You're seeing him for the first time. So, Johnny, we appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Heck yeah, man. It's been a pleasure.
We're missing one counterpart. Cole is sitting at a job site waiting on concrete. So
literally watching paint dry pretty much.
Worse than paint because it takes longer.
Yeah, exactly.
So once Cole hops in here, we'll be having him on. But Johnny, thanks for having us.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
I got all the gear and the equipment. I was like, you guys might as well. You're in town. I was like, you might as well come through for a IRL podcast.
That's right.
Hell
so probably as close as you'll ever get to live from us.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
It's about as good as it gets here. So
you guys got a YouTube page, right?
We do have a YouTube page, yep. So you can find us there, Jumping the String. We're actually sitting in the Cyber Shindig podcast studio. So Johnny runs that with our good friend Mike. And so you can check them out on pretty much wherever you get your podcast nowadays.
Definitely.
Cyber Shindig podcast.
Check us out, man. We try to post at least twice or three times a month now. It's kind of slowed down, but yeah, check us out. Same studio. I tried to give us a little bit different look with the table and stuff in here. There's only so much I can do down here. I'm like, I got one table in one corner of the basement. So.
I know you got your whole Cyber Shindig set up.
Life down here, pretty much.
Yeah, but Johnny and Mike do a great job. They have a fun-filled experience.
We try.
Talk about a lot of stuff on the internet, kind of what's going, the ins and outs of their lives, and just kind of the funny everyday stuff life that you come across.
Yeah,
so. The
ins and outs, the ups and downs, highs and lows. But yeah, man, I'm happy you're in town. I'm happy you're back in the good old Indiana state.
Yep.
You were saying you got caught in some weather, huh?
Yeah, so we left, decided to leave one night early. And that was a mistake. Got caught up in a blizzard.
Old Mother Nature had different plans for you.
3 hours into our journey, after like the fourth flipped over vehicle, we're like, all right, it's probably time to stop.
My God, dude. Yeah. Oh, well, like, were they semis or what?
Yeah, semis, regular cars. So pulled off into town. We waited too long, so there's like one room left in town. At the local meth motel.
Yeah. They had like nap rooms pretty much. Yeah. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah, any place that has an hourly rate,
Yeah. You're not staying at the Four Seasons, unfortunately, there. Yeah. Oh, my God.
For like hotels.com, there's just no rating.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a picture, like just like an old meth pipe or something on the ground with a rat next to it.
Just the name with no photo available.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Was it how'd the room end up being? Was it all right?
It actually ended up being all right. Nobody got killed or attempted to get killed like the following night at a hotel.
So that's no gunshots when you were trying to sleep or weird sounds.
So we got rolling in the morning, and then we had to stop again because they had closed the border into Wyoming.
Why?
Just because there was a bad semi-wreck at one of the passes.
Oh, shit.
So
they just shut it off.
Like, we'll get it in the morning.
Oh, my God. What? It's so crazy.
Morning came, and it took them like 3 hours, I think. And it was brutal.
Dang, man. Yeah, you hit some nasty. You Snapchatted us that night, and you're like, yeah. I was like, what? And it was like all right here. Like, it was a little rainy, but oh, my God. Driving all. So what's how long per, like, if you didn't hit a winter, like the mega load of all winter storms, how long would it have usually taken you to drive from your home in Montana to here back in Lowell?
Usually when we were joking, when we were a few years younger, it used to only take like 28 hours. You can do it straight in 24 if you didn't have to stop for food or fuel.
Yeah.
Just 24 straight.
That sounds terrible. That sounds so freaking awful, man.
But 28 if you like stop for food and fuel.
Right.
And like stretch your legs a little bit. But yeah, we drove. It was basically 3 hours the first day, like 12 and 12.
Okay.
So
That's-
yeah, it was.
That's manageable, I feel like.
Yeah. On the way home, we're doing 2 12-hour days.
Yeah.
So
That'll be nice. You get out and like get something to eat or whatever. Like you said, stretch your legs.
Yep.
That's big when you're on, I feel like, long distance road trips.
and the weather should be in our favor this time. So,
Yeah. Oh, is it snowing back at home?
it was a couple days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, the same blizzard we got stuck in, made it to home, but it should be all melted off. So
Yeah,
we'll
you
see.
took all that crap with you and you like brought it here because it snowed here a couple mornings ago.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised waking
Getting
up.
messed up, man. I don't like it.
Half inch of snow. Yeah,
I don't like it.
for April, it's crazy.
So why are you in town then? Were you just on vacation?
Just
okay.
seeing family and friends and everything. So, been a while.
Yeah, no
So-
kidding. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Nick in real life too. It's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, with COVID stuff and airfare being crazy and
God.
just finding the time to make it back has been crazy, but we're finally able to do it. So
Yeah, I know Cole and maybe possibly Roe, are coming out in the fall, right?
yep.
And like you guys were talking about it, I was like, how funny would it be if I just like contacted you? It's like, hey, I'm gonna surprise everyone and show
you
up.
should be there.
I was looking online for the internet, like the airfares for just for plane travel.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, the most amount of like connecting flights. I was like, I can't just get like a one-way shot to like Missoula or whatever.
Yep.
And it's like, no, you got to stop in Las Vegas or you got to stop in Colorado, then stop in Kentucky. All this nonsense. I was
Yep.
like, dude, if I could find a one-way ticket just there, I'd bring all my camera gear. It'd be awesome. I'd like be able to shoot like maybe do some videos.
Yeah, that'd be
stuff for
awesome.
you. But
Yeah, when you look again, surprisingly, the cheapest flights were out of South Bend.
okay, I could see that.
Oddly enough.
Yeah.
But the only problem is it's very seasonal. So
Yeah, it makes sense. Maybe in the fall it'll be different though. You know what I mean? If I look later in the year.
yeah, hopefully. And then it's weird because like you'll be like, man, there's no flights, and you check the next day, and then there's like 3.
What the hell?
This like so spotty. It's
so
like
random too.
I swear they have like a waiting list. They're like, well, we're flying tomorrow. Put her on the board.
Yeah, no kidding. Because there's nothing more than I hate the layover, like the connecting flights, man. It's so
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah, you usually got to go to Denver or Salt Lake.
Is that what when you fly? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That's a big hub, I feel like too.
Yeah, and then in the summertime, there's a popular route, but it still takes you like Minnesota and
Right. It's gonna take you out of your
all
way
these
a little
wild
bit.
things. Yeah,
Well, I feel like as you get further west and north too, it's kind of like that, right? Because there's less larger cities, which is good. But if you're like me and don't want to drive 36 hours and want to
Yep.
just show up on a drop of a hat, yeah, it's kind of tough.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, that's nuts, man.
So you're obviously, I'm looking out at your lake, done with ice fishing.
Yes. Yeah. Thank God, honestly. This weather, today's been gorgeous. It's like 70 degrees, maybe 65. All sunny. I got my boat all ready. I got the duck blind off of it finally. I got all the ice fishing gear put away. I'm still nervous to put my my bibs and my boots away though, because I feel like when I do that, it's gonna snow again.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of waiting for that.
Yeah.
But I'm biding my time. I've been trying to find. I've been all over my maps looking for different lakes to try to hit this summer. There's a couple in the area. One of my buddies on the river, his cousin's been tearing up some fish on the river there. Like pike, love it this time of year. I feel like guys fish for pike and catch just monsters, like spawning up in creeks or
They're like the
bayous.
most aggressive fish ever. They're like sharks running.
So fun too, yeah. I'm usually not a huge fan of catching pike because you're like, God dang it, caught a pike, but they're slimy, you know. But
Oily.
the big ones are fun to catch.
Yep.
Right now is like, I feel like this lake here warms up super quick because it's so shallow. Lake Dale's like 7 foot deep, maybe, like on its best day.
Not counting the mud.
Oh yeah, exactly. So it warms up quick. As soon as that ice comes off, man, those crappie are ready, are fired up.
Yep.
So, and that's something I just kind of like learned like 4 years ago. Like once that ice comes off, you get some minnows and like a slip bobber and just start hitting it. And people drive to our 2 docks out here, are like the main spot. Like I see people there every day. I'm like, these bastards are catching my crappie. Fucking A, dude.
Hey, you ever see the videos of like the Karens on the boat docks?
Oh my God, so brutal. I see them. I'm on TikTok for some dumb reason, And I always see these guys bass fishing, and like an old woman comes out. She's like, "This is private property."
Yep.
He's like, "This is a river, ma'am. Like,
Yep.
you do not own this. This is a freaking river. This is well above the high water mark or whatever." It's like, yeah.
My favorite's when they come out and they're like, "This is a private pond," and they're like, "No, it's not."
Yeah.
And like they just keep fishing,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "I'm calling the cops." Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Call the DNR. Don't call the cops. Cops won't know what to do.
Yeah.
That's what I love when they say. The cops will be like, "Oh, fuck." But yeah, it's
Well, I saw one where like, "I'm calling Fish and Game," and he's like, "You need their phone number?" I got it right here on my boat tag.
seriously, it's like, what do these people think? Especially now, I feel like you cannot like mess up with the amount of technology we have. You have to be like knowingly trespassing.
Oh yeah, it's like,
With OnX too, which is insane. It's like, okay, I know this is public. I know this little spot might be private. So,
and even then, they're like, usually it's just like, get out of here.
yeah,
you know.
yeah, they're just like leave.
Yeah.
Like, okay, and it's like, have you ever seen any? There's videos on YouTube of these guys. There's a couple of them, and one of them I thought was funny because it's like right north of here in Chicago, like north of Chicago a little bit, in Lincoln Park or up there a little bit, Evanston. And there's like all these little neighborhood ponds that have like no trespassing, no
Yep.
fishing,
Yep.
and they'll pull up in like a Sprinter van and like open the door and like whip a bait caster bait out like from the van and like it's like a top water bait and they're like popping it and they'll like catch a huge bass and like reel it back to the van, throw it in, and then drive off to the next
That's
spot.
awesome. All those little ponds are loaded. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's all people not fishing.
Exactly. It's all these people that just like to watch the ducks and stuff
Yep.
or feed them bread. But
That's awesome. That's an interesting technique.
isn't it crazy? And they just speed off. It's like drive-by fishing.
Drive-by fishing.
Yeah, you get a big van with this big sliding door and whip that thing open. And just,
That's awesome.
Pop the shit out of your
I'll
popper.
have to try that technique.
Yeah. If you got a couple neighborhoods in the area, the local ponds, you could speed the hell out of there real quick.
I'm not touching the ground, officer.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't trespass technically. I mean, my bait might have a little bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool, man. So are you gearing up then for what then? Turkey season, right?
Yeah, this is the first year in about 6 years I missed opening day turkey season.
Shut up, really?
Yeah, so I'm still recovering mentally.
Damn.
But
when was that?
15th.
Wow. Oh, I always forget you guys. Everything's so early up by you. I feel like
Yep.
because it doesn't start till the 28th or 27th here. I think. Yeah. Next Wednesday, I think. So that's nuts.
Yeah, so bear season open too. So once we get back,
That's
we'll be hitting that hard.
boots
and
on the
heavy.
ground,
Yep.
baby. It's going.
Yeah, we're hunting Idaho and Montana for bear, Montana for turkey. So it'll be good. Try to get at least another time with my bow, spot
Yeah.
and stock. I said I'd never do it again, but
Here
I've
we
been getting the
are.
itch because the last time was like incredibly difficult. Like
Yeah.
harder than hunting elk is trying to get within bow range with a turkey.
Dude.
And I remember sending you last year. I had enough time to get a Snapchat. I was like 10 yards away. Do you remember that? It was like a
vaguely.
shaky cam.
Yeah,
And there's
yeah.
like this hill here, and then the like 7 toms were gobbling on the other side.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, I've only been I've been turkey hunting twice. Once was with Cole and I fell asleep. It was like on private, but it was a pretty slow day. I think we might have heard some. And then the second time was with my buddy Luke, and we went off the river somewhere, and we scouted too. Like a couple days before, we saw like tracks, and then we went back that morning, and it was just so miserable. Like we heard a turkey, like off in the distance, and it was just dark as fuck out. And I'm sitting out in this flooded, bottomland. I'm like, dude, I was like, this kind of sucks. I'm sitting there like I'm against a tree. I can't see anything. I was like, man, I wish we had some action, but hopefully this year I can change that. Cole might be taking me out. We'll see.
It'd be awesome if you guys can double, get some footage of that. And
We'll have to talk about it when he gets here. But yeah, that's the plan. He might be having another guy. He just actually, speak of the devil, he just texted me. He said, come through the basement. Yeah. Maybe he'll hop on here. I don't know. But
hopefully. Yeah, we'll just keep it rolling.
yeah. Actually, yeah, we'll just keep it rolling. If he comes through here, you'll have to unlock that door. But yeah, man, hopefully he can, because he's got all the private spots now.
Yep.
He's like he's a little private land monster
Yeah, he's
over here. Yeah.
The back page of hunting.
His buddy Pat too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Patrick if you're
Yeah.
listening to this. Pat, I always know him. You were calling him Patrick. I was like, who is Patrick? And I was like, oh, it's Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he asked to be called it, but I,
I
was
only
like,
knew him
yeah.
as Patrick,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I kept thinking of like SpongeBob. No, this is Patrick. But he's got some property now too. Cole said that dude's the man. He's got, dude, I feel like you guys should meet up sometime. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I'd like to.
He is, from what Cole says, and I've talked to him a few times at parties and like his gatherings and stuff. He's like right there with you with like all the guns and all the gear and stuff. He loves it.
Yeah, seems like it. Hopefully, he offered up his prime whitetail area.
Really?
His property, so
Hell
we'll
yeah.
see if.
Cole said he's 5 minutes out. Wow.
Oh, that was a quick.
He made it a
35
quick,
minute.
quicker than 35. I was like, he'll be here in like an hour.
He's got 5 cops behind.
Let's be honest. Holy he's got Lowell Spinus all behind him, rolling through Lake Dale.
Yeah.
Oh, my
that's
God.
awesome.
Yeah, that was. He said he's 5 minutes out. Okay, I'm gonna text back really. Let's see, just come through, baby. But yeah, man, I am hopefully this is like. Hopefully I can shoot something this year, or shoot something on the camera, like someone getting like a turkey, or like me actually shooting something.
You just rocking the 12 gauge?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I've got a full choke. I've got those. I've got a modified from Carlson's. They're like meat something. I don't know. I bought them a while ago. Some kind of. It's some weird name. They always like to put these weird names on chokes.
I know.
It's like okay,
the meat grinder
3000.
3000.
It's something like that, dude. It's like some sexy name like that. Like what? Like I'm gonna shred these animals when I shoot them.
Yeah, the Strutter Dutter 9000.
And they're expensive, dude. Some of them are expensive too.
Oh, dude, I usually use an over under just because that's what I have and I like shooting it. So it's like 2 chokes.
Yeah.
I get $50 a piece.
I didn't think about that. Holy crap! You just put one in the top, and just have like a full, no chokes on the bottom, just open, just an open barrel on the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I always thought about I'm pretty sure it's not legal, but some states it probably is. But if you ran an over under with a turkey load in the top and a slug in the bottom.
Baby, now we're dangerous. Is your over under? Is it what, single trigger? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, single trigger.
You know anybody are the side by side double barrels the only ones that have 2 triggers usually?
I think there's some with a single trigger, but most of them have just the double.
Okay. Can you shoot both of them at once? Mm-hmm. Holy shit, dude. That's what we
a
should
hell
be
of a blast.
doing for turkeys. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I need to start doing that for ducks.
Yeah, but it takes you, once you light off that double barrel,
it
takes you like 5 seconds to
come
back, get your bearings straight, let the smoke clear.
Put your boots back on.
What's dead?
Knocked out of your shoes. Yeah, that's it. I've always romanticized about buying a double barrel side by side. Just because of all the old movies and stuff, but I feel like they're so impractical at the same time.
Yeah, the over-under usually, depending on what brand, they'll just shoot the top or the bottom barrel first, and then it'll actually, some models, like if you broke it open again, it would shoot the same, it would go back in series. So if if it usually shoots the bottom,
it'll
and you
switch.
wanted to put a different load in the top and you put it back, it's still shooting the bottom
again.
So
shit.
it's like, because it's inertia driven.
Yeah.
So I don't know the science behind it, but it senses that it's crazy.
Those over-unders are surprisingly really expensive too, right?
Yeah, good ones are very expensive. I got an old shitty one that I painted.
What brand?
With spray paint. I think it's
the Tasca
a Stoker Condor.
Okay.
So I've had it forever. The stock's all cracked. I've duct taped it, epoxied it.
That's how those what are they? The Remington 870s are, man.
Yep.
Use it as a canoe paddle, and you can use it to kill some ducks. I know so many. I mean, I know my brother-in-law Ro had one. Like everyone.
Yep.
Rocked the 870.
You still got the Nova?
Yeah, I shoot the Benelli Supernova pump, all black. I've been toying with getting a new duck gun, but man, I need so much more like other things before I need a new duck gun.
Yeah, and if it's working already, then
I get excited when ducks come in. So if I had a nice semi-auto gun, like I would blow through three shells quicker than So this slows me down. I have to pump. I have to take my time. It's just heavier than all hell.
Yeah. Though, I need to get. I think is that Cole coming.
Yeah,
He's probably coming through. Let him come in and we'll edit it.
You'll probably we can break down and say hi to him. We'll have to open that door for a minute. There he is, the concrete master. This is just I do all kinds of concrete. Look at that getup too. Show
electricians. You'll be cleaning up after them your whole life.
Show everyone on YouTube what you got wearing here. Dang, dude.
This is what mud and concrete looks like. It's a great day.
Cole, welcome.
He's here.
I made it.
The mean mad mullet man himself has appeared out of the side sliding door out of the abyss.
I 80 mile an hour the whole way here.
We were messing around saying that Lowell's Finest was going to be tailing you the whole way. I got a hot podcast to get to.
Yeah.
Officer, please let me go.
You said 35 and made it in 20, so
Yeah, that was the quickest 35 minutes I think I've ever heard. So
Well, I didn't know if I'd hit any traffic, so I just wanted to give myself
I
some
was like,
time.
damn,
a
all
little
right.
buffer. All
Yeah,
right.
fair enough.
All right,
man.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you coming on. First time we're
Yeah,
together.
Yeah, this is
So,
weird.
Yep, it's excellent.
We don't gotta do our FaceTime calls.
I know. Drop
Yeah.
a call, drop a text, blah 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 blah, whatever.
Yeah.
Always something gets interrupted.
Yep.
Internet.
Live podcasting is so much more fun, though, I feel like, too.
Way better.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just something about being in the same room. I don't know.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
We were just talking about turkey season, though.
Yeah, you ready to come out next week?
I was telling Nick I'm bringing all the camera gear out, baby.
Yeah,
Heck
we're
yeah.
gonna film a
Getting out
good
there.
hunt, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy said he saw 5 out there last night.
Damn.
So
All right. Hell yeah. I was telling Nick that we're going to be throwing guns around. You guys
Yep.
shoot cheers, and then I'll fucking fire
I said
one
I'm just
off.
gonna
Wait.
I'm just gonna be like,
Full
My favorite turkey videos are when the cameraman has a tag too.
and they
And
just
the first guy, and he's like, "You want to shoot one?" Yeah. And then the camera just hits the dirt, and then you hear the second shot.
Hopefully just one shot. Hopefully it'll be one shot for me. I'm like, oh, crap. Yeah. War zone on the farm there.
8-round mag.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty excited.
That's Wednesday, right?
Wednesday morning.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got that. I got the day off, so we're good to go.
I'm taking the day off. If my boss asks me to do more concrete, I'm gonna tell him to get bent because I'm done.
Hear that?
You hear that, Phil?
So
Phil.
is Wednesday your opener?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I have taken off every opener except one because I had to work with some sewer guys hand in hand. I've taken off every one since I've started working.
Yeah,
So.
I was just telling Johnny, this is the first opening season I missed in like 6 years, and it's heartbreaking.
Bringing a tear to his eye over here, just talking about it.
It's like, oh,
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, so I had some public land picked out, but now I might just bypass it, go straight to the
private.
the old faithful.
Tried and true. Why mess around, man? I don't blame you.
The turkeys I didn't shoot last year should still be there. So
Yeah, perfect. They're getting bigger too.
Yeah, like this spot that I have, it's one of my uncle's properties, and I've gone there every year since 2013, and I've killed turkeys.
Is that where you shot your last year's?
Last year's, the year before's, the year before's,
Dang, dude.
the year before's.
So break it down. How are we gonna be hunting? Are we gonna be in a blind?
Yep,
Okay.
double little Primos double bull.
Nice.
They're pretty easy to hunt. I've hunted 3 guys out of them before, so we did that in Nebraska with a camera too.
Oh, nice. So we'll have plenty of wiggle room in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Won't be nuts to butts and or anything
No.
like that. Won't be breathing down
No.
your guys' neck.
No, and yeah, when we did that in Nebraska, I was actually on my way here. My buddy Brad, that shout out to him. He lives in
I remember Brad. Yeah.
he lives out in Colorado now. That we went to a Nebraska trip. I think that was 2013 or 14. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, we drove to Florida, hunted there. He shot a monster.
Turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
monster turkey.
Is that where you
Right.
guys slept in your trucks in Walmart or whatever? Right.
No, that was Wisconsin.
Jeez, man. Cole's had some wild turkey hunts.
Yeah,
What the heck?
I'll do anything for a turkey.
Freaking heck, man.
and he means
He's
anything.
got turkey fever over here.
Hey,
I got a fever.
I'm telling you, man, the gobbles put you in like a different state of mind.
That's what I was
It's like,
telling Nick. Like every
like-
time I've been twice. One was with you and one
Mm-hmm.
was with Luke. And I was like very interested. But at the same time, I was like, man, I was just with Luke. I was sitting in the dark and I was like, this kind of sucks. Like I heard a turkey. And that was at 4 a.m. I was like, fuck, man, this is kind of rough.
yeah. So yeah, we hunted when we did that Nebraska. We went to Florida for a week, drove home 12 hours,
Dang.
and then slept for 6, and then drove another 14 hours to Nebraska.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, and then was there for another week. So I took 2 weeks off work to go kill some turkeys.
Jeez.
I shot one in Nebraska. Didn't get one in Florida because I messed up.
Yeah.
I'd moved.
Oh, man.
It was one of those mornings when it was like you could hear a needle drop from like
a mile.
a mile.
Damn.
So first we sit down, we sit underneath a tree, and all of a sudden we hear like 30 hens like just start yelping. And we look up in the tree that we're sitting on. It's still dark, but you can see the moon. There's like 30 hens in this tree. We're like,
You're underneath?
Yeah, that we're underneath. So we're like, we have to move because we're going to get spotted instantly.
Yeah.
So we moved, and we heard a gobble like a little ways off. And then we call, and he would not. And then all of a sudden, like everything was quiet. And it was past. It was like an hour past shooting time. And you just hear the leaves. And I'm just sitting there just. And I literally went like this with my eyes, and he was next to me, and he just.
Oh my gosh, that was it, huh?
Yep, I didn't realize how close he was, and I just literally like this, and he was gone. I was like, and that was like our last like day because we hunted a couple of days for Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
That was Florida.
Yeah, it was Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, we hunted. We set up a blind because the guy that was where we hunt at is on a Navy base.
Okay.
And like you hear them like doing drills, like you hear.
Oh yeah.
You'll hear, boom, bombs going off.
Shot goblin turkey.
Yeah, and then it is like
That's awesome.
I'm like, you're like, there's no way you're gonna be killed turkeys here. Yeah. But yeah,
Like, what the?
so he's like, there's a big gobbler that on this like ridge. He's like, this is where he hangs out.
Yeah.
This is like his ridge. He's like, he'll be there at some point. I don't know if he'll be there first thing in the morning. So we set up the blind the night before, and that night it poured rain, thunderstormed, all like light. We even got out to the blind, and it was still like raining.
Jeez.
So, yeah, it was like, and he had his bow and gun with him.
He wasn't messing around.
So he wanted to shoot with his bow, but if it came to it, because this ridge we were sitting on, about 75 yards in front of us was you couldn't. It was restricted area.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they did training.
Right.
So.
Coles would be crawling around and they're getting gunfire, lead slinged at them.
Yep.
So
I'll do anything for the turkey.
So we're sitting there. We never hear a gobble all morning. We might have heard one way off in the distance, but we were just sitting there. It was like 10 o'clock, and my buddy's like, he just picks his gun up and is just like testing this, like kind of just making sure he's
Checking his shooting lanes.
shooting lanes and everything. And he puts his gun up, and I have the camera. I'm like, just sitting there like this. He's like, Cole, turkey. I'm like, you just was
Yeah.
like, I'm like, no.
What are the odds?
I'm like,
just slinging this thing around like
and I'm like,
Blade.
he's like, no, turn on the camera.
Oh,
now. And then I look at the decoy, and there's this big gobbler just looking at the decoy. I'm like, and I'm trying to like find the record button
Yeah.
because I can't remember where it's at.
Oh, no.
He's like, it's here, and he hits it, and then I just record for a little bit, and then, like he just
Dang.
randomly just had his gun out.
What the heck?
and there was a goblin.
And then there's
What
a
are the
gobbler
odds,
there.
man?
Wow.
That's
So yeah,
crazy. What is the terrain like hunting in Florida, though? Is
Florida,
it swampy?
it's swampy, and it's got some pretty good rolling hills.
Okay.
So like we went over a couple ridges through some swamps.
Yeah.
So it's like
A little different.
It's real thick.
Okay.
Like I remember we hunted turkeys. Because I've went there multiple times. I need to go back because it was awesome turkey hunting down there.
No kidding.
The guy that I hunted with because where we hunt at in Florida, it's just on the border of eastern turkeys and Osceolas. Like
Okay.
there's a mixture. So they're a little bit of some of them have more Osceola in them than Easterns.
Mm-hmm.
And he has I don't know. I think he still does. He has the Florida state record for the biggest Eastern with the spurs killed. They were 2 inches, 2.25 inches.
Some big
Holy
dogs.
smokes.
Dude,
God
monsters.
He's got
That's
some
a
claws.
dagger.
On him.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a great time down there. I've almost sat on a couple rattlesnakes down there. I've had a rat snake go over my legs.
Jeez,
So
count me out on that one with the rattlesnakes. That seems like such a weird state to kill turkeys in. Yeah.
Oh, like one spot we were hunting was about 75 yards from a beach.
just
with
people hanging
people
out.
on it?
Jimmy
With-
Buffett's playing. You're killing turkeys.
Yeah.
Jeez.
With them beach turkeys.
Yeah.
You never see them beach
That's
turkeys.
so weird. Yeah, that's wild to me for some reason. I always just think of them being in like cuts of like timber and stuff.
Yeah. No, this Navy base we hunt on is I think 528,000 square like
Just
not
the miles,
acres,
right? Or
acres,
yeah.
like 520,000
Wow.
square acres. Yeah.
That's nuts.
And there's a couple areas like there's road there, but they usually have the posted restricting, and then you can only hunt to one because then they start doing like trainings for the
Yeah.
whole thing, and you got to go through like a safety course. If
Yeah.
you see any like bombs that are like not like you had to report them.
Torpedo heads that
Yeah.
have not detonated yet.
Yeah.
It's like, oh gosh.
Hey, if you're a fighter pilot out there,
Yeah.
get us a video
Yeah.
of you doing some turkey strafing.
That'd be nuts.
A couple
Get
of
some-
warthogs coming in, dropping.
And like they do trainings at night too.
Holy
One
crap.
time when I was down there, they take the seals out
Yeah.
and they drop them like 2 miles off into the water off of helicopters, and they
Oh
had to
my
swim.
God.
They had to swim in, and then they navigate with a compass all the way back to like the base. And when I was down there, a guy got eaten by a shark.
Shut up.
One of the
dude.
Navy
What
SEAls?
the
Yeah.
heck?
What?
Yeah,
Dude.
it was all over the news. I'm like,
Oh my
oh
god. Cole's looking at like where he's putting his turkey decoy. The next day he sees all these boot prints through it and stuff. It's like, what the heck? What happened last night?
yeah,
Wow.
That is nuts.
So you
man.
guys going to be using decoys and all that?
yeah.
fun
My
stuff?
I have a couple decoys, but I'm giving them to Pat
Mm-hmm.
because he's gonna go out to his property. So Jeremy's got some Dave Smith decoys we're gonna use.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, me,
I'm-
you, and Jeremy are gonna be out, right?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And then we're gonna put them nice and close. Every time I've killed a turkey out there, except for one time, it's been within 10 yards.
Dude, that'll be great for camera footage.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've got ideas. We'll talk. I've got some ideas for different GoPro angles, and like I've got 2 cameras too. So
Yeah,
it'll be nice. We'll do it upright for sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Some good footage.
Have to look for that on your guys' on the Jumping the String YouTube page.
Either total success or complete failure.
Either way, we're posting it.
Either way, we're posting it.
Going live.
We're not afraid to post a bad hunt on there. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, refer back to this podcast about how happy we are. And
we're
the
like,
much.
yeah, opening day,
Woo!
taking off work.
Yeah, and then
Cut to me drinking
Wednesday,
in a bar.
yeah, I
Wednesday
ain't
night.
never turkey hunting again.
Damn, that sucked even worse than I remembered.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Like
don't
one time I killed one. I usually kill them in the first weekend. 2 years ago, I got real lucky. I brought my hunting stuff to work because I had to go to work that morning. That morning I had to work with these sewer guys, and we got off a little early. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go there, and I'm like, oh, I don't have my turkey license yet. So I bought it as I was sitting in my work van. I bought it, walked out to the edge of the woods, and I'm like, I don't know where these turkeys are at, so I'm gonna give them a couple yelps. And I yelped, and they were like 40 yards directly in the. I'm like,
what the heck?
okay, I'm just gonna sit down, and then within 15 minutes, I had a turkey.
Oh my
and I
God.
and I tagged it right there. I'm like, because you do it online. I'm like, man, the DNR is probably gonna be real
Yeah.
sus.
Well, no, I wonder what the record is for that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like someone buying like their success after buying their
Yeah.
license. And
Like I
tagging
almost
out.
like felt like, oh, maybe I should wait like 24 hours till I.
Cole's gonna be getting
Yeah.
a knock on his door.
Some
from-
states make you wait. Like in Montana, you have to wait. I think it's either 24 or 48 hours for a bear, wolf, and something else tag. So you can't hunt until like 48 hours after you bought
Buy
the
it.
tag.
Makes
Because so many
sense.
people don't buy the tag, see
Yeah.
a bear in the woods, blast
buy
it,
it.
and
buy it.
then just buy it when they get
Well,
back into
hopefully
town.
Indiana doesn't have those regs because I don't have DNR knocking on my door.
Like, hey, we heard a podcast. You guys doing some illegal shit.
Yeah, but it was crazy. Like my uncle was, because it's where we hunt at is my uncle has this barn there for farming, and then it's the woods directly behind it. And he was still in the barn. He's like, "Good luck." And then like 15 minutes later, come back. He's like, "I don't know how you just did that."
That's what we
The
refer to as
Turkey
the
Meister.
Pines, right? That's where you were.
No, this is called Sherman's Woods.
Okay.
It's that one. We probably went there. We went deer hunting. Me, you, and my dad went deer hunting there when we were like
Really
8 or
young.
9 years
Oh
old.
my God.
We brought our rubber band guns out there,
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
and we said we were gonna kill a deer with a rubber band gun.
Nice.
That'd be
Cole's family property was literally like my Disney World growing up. Like we tore that farm up, man.
Like-
How
like-
many acres?
It was 2000.
Yeah.
Hey, remember that one time we shot tannerite off?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember
And we
that.
rattled the windows of your house?
Yeah.
Oh, my mom was so pissed.
She was like, "What is going on out there?" It was. We should have went way further out in the field.
Yeah.
In hindsight, but yeah,
It was still fun.
that was crazy.
I should have just told you guys the truth about how much that ordinance was.
That thing was nuts. I
Yeah.
was not expecting. It was a
Like
Cool
a
Whip
handful.
container.
Yeah.
It was a Cool Whip container that shook a house after it was shot.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. All
John-
legal. ATF, if you're listening, all legal.
like that's all we did at our house. Was Johnny and Ro would come over. My dad would take us to Gander Mountain, buy us each a brick of 22 ammo, which was 525 rounds, and it was like $9.99.
Yeah, it was like $10 maybe.
And he'd bring us there every Saturday. He'd buy us So $30 for over 1,500 rounds,
Unlimited fun, pretty much.
and then he just send us out in the woods, and that's what we do.
A lot of time we use birdshot.
awesome.
I don't know if they still make 22 birdshot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, because we had
Love
an
that.
old pump 22.
Yep.
I gotta get that fixed. The firing pin's all messed up in
That
it.
thing's an antique, pretty much at this point.
Yeah, I looked them up. They're like worth like $1,500. Like
I believe it.
good.
We threw
My dad's
that
like, I
thing
paid
around.
like $150 for that thing.
That thing has been through it.
Yeah.
Speaking of guns, I don't mean to like segue out of turkey hunting, but I wanted to ask you, Nick, if so I know a lot of people are like interested possibly being first time firearm owners or first time gun buyers. If you had to suggest a pistol, a handgun to someone that was buying a firearm for the first time and they were just going to be using it either for practical like target shooting or like home defense,
Okay.
what would you suggest to them, you think?
So I always suggest some type of striker-fired handguns.
Okay.
And the three main food groups are Glock, Sig Sauer, and M&P.
Right.
So, and then there's tons of different companies that make clones of all those. They're okay, but I always recommend you buy the stuff that's, they invented it. They should get the money. So,
Yeah.
like any Glock 17, 19. Glock 19 is probably the best because you'll still be able to carry it, use it at the range, use it whatever.
That's what I have.
I
Okay.
shoot turkeys
Yeah.
with them in the fall.
Just a great gun, like overall. You can use it for literally anything.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that still cracks me up. I remember you talking about
Yeah,
that.
the M&Ps are good, and then the Sig Sauer P320 lines
I
are
was
all
just saying
good.
the P320, and what's the bigger one? The P365, right?
The 365 is the concealed carry
That's right.
option.
The
so
P320 is that considered full size?
they have them in full size, compact,
compact,
and subcompact. So
I've heard a lot of good things about the Sigs, but my dad's got a Glock. You've got a Glock. I've heard
And I've carried it before.
Yeah.
Nikki even made my holster for me.
oh, that's right, dude. Are you still doing that?
I'm retired right now.
Don't add him. Don't send any emails.
But
Please.
once we get the new shop up and running, and I'll have, because I haven't had a place to do it in 4 years
Yeah.
basically. So
Yeah,
I have a 30-yard dumpster getting dropped off at my house on Monday to
yeah.
clean out my garage so I can actually have
Dang.
a place
Nice.
to
30-yard dumpster.
I got a lot of shit.
he's not messing
It's like the
around.
size of a semi truck.
Yeah.
Well, between the 20-yard and the 30-yard, it was only like $50 difference.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, if I get a 20-yard and I fill it up and I need another one, that's another $420 I got.
Yeah.
I'm like, might as well just get a 30-yard. And then
Cole's neighbors are gonna be dumping crap in there at midnight.
I got cameras in my house.
Gonna have to put a Ring doorbell cam on that thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Everyone
you're
comes out of the woodwork.
yeah, serious. So you're saying the Glock, Sig, or M&P?
Yep. Any of those three are good to go in
Yeah.
9mm.
I was gonna say that was the other thing I was gonna ask. Like your rounds, I know it's crazy for ammo right now. Can you buy 9mm already?
Yeah, you can now. You can get 9mm pretty much anywhere.
Like I wouldn't be like committing a sin if I went to the range and like blew off like 100 rounds of 9mm. People wouldn't be looking at me like,
Oh, no.
what's wrong with you?
No.
like you should
No.
be saving
Yeah,
that.
I just did it with my brother yesterday.
oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, we
Heck
got
yeah.
to shoot it. And well, now it's Range USA. It used to be Shoot Point Blank, but
Off 65. Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
They said every time you typed in Shoot Point Blank into Google, like looking for directions, they come up with like murder scenes of like
God.
people getting
And
shot
shot.
point blank.
Bunch of weird CSI like pictures and stuff. Like oh.
Yeah. Or like the description
Brutal.
of like what happens to you if you're shot point blank.
Oh, nice.
brutal.
They're like, oh, this is exactly where I want
Yeah.
to shoot guns
Perfect.
at.
So they changed the name to Range USA. They got a good setup out there.
I need to check it. We should go there one day.
Yeah.
I've always gone to
company I work
Blythe's.
for did all electric there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to check it out because that's nice and close too.
Mm-hmm.
But I usually go to Blythe's in Valpo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's standard. I feel like run of the mill
Yep.
range. It's upstairs, louder than shit as most indoor ranges are. But
Yeah, this one's nice. It's got really good sound dampening and really good ventilation system. So
that's nice. So on the flip side of that, if someone wanted to buy an AR or just an maybe a rifle in general, what would you suggest to them?
are you talking for hunting or just for like
Let's
home
say
defense?
recreational.
target
Yeah,
shooting? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So your AR-15 be your best bet.
Okay.
Any mil spec AR-15 is good.
Okay.
Some good brands that come to mind are Noveske, BCM, Colt, Midwest, and I haven't seen their quality lately. I've had a couple of DPMS guns that have been great, but they seem like the company that would drop off quality to save $1. So
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how they are nowadays, but yeah.
What's at the higher end of that? Is Colt the high, like, is that
No.
the Cadillac or
Colt's like your
run of the mill?
mill.
No kidding.
Yeah, if you wanted to get like something like that, you want to get if you want to get expensive like what's that? JP, Daniel Defense.
Yep.
That's
Those
where
are
it
all
gets
good guns.
pricey.
Yeah.
Those
You're looking at $2,000.
Oh, smokes.
yeah,
But
So-
yeah, but you can get a good like a BCM, and that's a really good gun. You can
for
get
like
them
$500-$600.
Oh, that's not bad. That's
Yeah,
not bad
probably
at all.
more like 1,000.
If you want
Now-
If you built it yourself, you could get the price down. But if
Right.
you just bought it off the rack,
Right.
you'd probably be around the $1,000.
So if I bought it off the rack, would it come with like all?
Oh,
this
it
stuff
come
on
with everything. Yeah,
Oh, heck
you'd have to
yeah.
buy more mags.
Right,
No.
right,
But-
right.
more
that's-
mags, a
And
better
that'd be
sight.
223 or 556,
Yep.
right? Okay, that's pretty standard.
Yep.
Is it easy to get that ammo right now?
Yeah,
It is.
Yep. Same thing. Yep.
It's still expensive.
Yeah.
It's not super expensive, but it's available.
On
It's
the
not like
shelves.
it's not.
Okay.
It's not like it's you can't find it like
Yeah.
Nick's ammo for his new rifle.
What rifle or what caliber is that? That I heard you talking about on the podcast last week, and I was like, what round is that?
6.5 PRC.
Okay.
It stands for precision rifle cartridge.
And it's
and
just
it,
nuts right
yeah,
now?
It's just like the hardest chamber.
Because I got a
to
6.5
find right now.
Creedmoor.
I was gonna say, isn't that what you just bought? Right.
Yeah, his has just got more powder.
Okay.
It's just like the Magnum version of
Yeah.
Oh,
6.5.
okay. It's
It's
got a
a
little more-
Magnum,
So like a
yeah.
44, then
Gotcha.
a 44 Magnum.
It's got a little more
It-
oomph to it.
Yeah,
No shit. And everyone's buying the crap out of that ammo, huh?
they're just
I-
not really making
I
it.
don't think
Oh,
they're making
really?
it. Yeah.
Why? Why wouldn't? What?
It's a
Like-
it's a specialty round. It's expensive, so it's not like guys are target shooting with it like with 308 or
Yeah.
5.56. The ammo's fairly cheap because people are target shooting with it, so more people are buying it.
they're right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're not really target shooting when your round's $5 a bullet.
That'd be tough, unless you're a millionaire, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
God dang, that sounds insane though.
I have some ammo now. I'm gonna start reloading.
That's a good move.
Should solve my problem
Yeah,
with that.
definitely. Yeah, and once you get your shop up and running, you'll be all set and
Yeah.
ready for that.
Yeah, we'll have a full scale production crew.
Yeah, Nick's gonna be hiring the
We're
locals
gonna hire
around.
the local neighbor kids.
$1 around.
He's gonna have a sweatshop in his.
Dude, yeah, he's gonna be going all hours of the night,
Mm-hmm.
24 hours.
The power company be like, man, these guys are really working
Yeah,
hard over here.
jeez.
This NIPSCO bill's insane.
Yeah, just pumping out ammo like crazy. That's wild though. That's cool. You'll have to let. Have you shot it yet?
Nope.
No. Oh my god. How long have you had it?
Like 2 or 3 months now, maybe.
That would drive me nuts.
Oh,
man.
I'm
It's
itching
a-
to shoot my new
gonna
6.5.
say.
I'm itching bad.
Have you found ammo for yours?
Yeah, I got 400 rounds with
Oh, okay.
mine.
You bought yours for? Did you buy
Pat.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. So we got. I don't have the 400 rounds yet. We gotta still load them, but we're gonna do a load test or whatever. You
Yep.
put so many grains in each bullet, and you see which one shoots the best, and then you just load that.
Gotcha. It's just like customized. To
I
your
know I'm
gun,
saying it
pretty
way
much.
wrong, Pat. I'm sorry, but it's something like you put you put 38 grains in this one, you put 44 in this one, and you see what you get the best accuracy with,
Gotcha.
and then you go. So say the 44 grains of powder was the best,
Right.
Then you know that's
That's what you're loading.
That's what you're gonna load for now on.
Definitely. And I might have to hit Pat up here soon if he's got any handguns. Pat, hit me up, brother. Cole's like,
All
yeah.
legal sales ATF. Can't you live
Exactly. Exactly. That's cool though. Yeah, that'll be. I think. Did I see that gun yet?
No, I just I
I
was
think you snapped it to me.
if I had time to go home, I would have
I
had
feel
brought
you.
it with.
I feel you.
Poor Cole's been running on fumes.
Oh my god. Yeah, he came in and I was like, "You want something to eat, dude?"
I've had 2 protein bars today, and
Nothing
the
but protein
heck?
bars and C4 energy
God,
drinks.
dang. Feel bad for your toilet. What did you shoot at the range the other day?
I was shooting my AR and my Glock build.
Okay.
Yeah.
how's that Glock build shooting?
Cool. Yeah, it's good. I've got it. I can show it to you when we get
Yeah.
off of here. But
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. Got the Swamp Fox green dot optic, which has been phenomenal. It's a new optic
Okay.
or newer to the market, so I've been trying it out. Been working good.
Nice.
I want 0% Glock.
Yeah, I want
Yeah, jeez.
All
It's got it looks like a Glock, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yep. Zero Glock
No,
parts.
I love my Glock. Me and Pat used to shoot when ammo was a dime a dozen. We'd probably almost shoot every weekend at Steel, and we'd like see how far we. My farthest I shot with my with just iron sights is like 50 yards.
Jeez, dude, that is insane.
Like,
I had an old guy tell me once, like an old friend of ours, and he was like, I was at the range once and I was shooting next to a Navy SEAL or someone of like decorated military. And he said he sent down the paper target sideways and was shooting strips off of it at like 10 or 20 yards. I was like, what? I was like, that is insane. With a Glock.
Crazy. Yeah.
No, I love how accurate my Glock is.
It's wild.
I want to get a sight for it just because my Pat had a SIG. No, it wasn't a SIG. It was a M&P with this. And dude, you literally pull up and the sight's like perfect. I'm
Dang.
like it just comes up and you don't gotta like. It just you see the dot and you put it on the target and that's it.
Dude, that's what I want. I want something that feels nice in your hand. My brother-in-law has a, I think it's a Browning full size. I don't know what it is. Is it a Browning? I think, right? Don't Browning sell? They sell handguns, right?
Yeah, it might be a high power
I don't know what
Browning
it is.
high, but that's an old pistol.
Maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. But dude, it is probably the smoothest handgun I've ever shot. I was like, it was like $1,000 or something crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't have that kind of money, but yeah, I need to get myself.
Yeah,
a
I think
handgun here, so.
they might. I don't know if they've gone up in price. I bought mine for $500.
That's super reasonable. I feel like.
And I love it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be in the market eventually here.
It just sits in my truck right
Yeah.
now. Since the ammo's so expensive.
For a rainy day.
Did you see? I know you got to get out of here sometime soon, Matthias.
We got some time, yeah.
Okay, but did you see the Indiana? What was it? It wasn't a bill, but it's like something that's going through where you don't have to have a license.
It went through.
It did.
Yeah, it starts July 1st.
July 1st.
So what does that entail?
It means you can carry it, and then as long as you're not a felon, you can carry a pistol.
So
on
I
you.
can carry a pistol without any like going through the government or the courthouse and
now,
getting
if you
want to
go like state to state, then you gotta get it.
Gotcha.
But that's just for Indiana. So if you're just in Indiana, you're fine.
You have to be a resident of Indiana. You
Yep.
can carry a handgun with you.
And
Is that concealed or open?
Both. Either
Both?
one. Yeah.
Jeez. About to be Texas up in here. People be walking around.
There was a firefight.
Walking around with the giant 45 Magnums, 6-inch barrels.
I'm gonna carry 500 on me.
Oh my God. What was that gun that we shot at Cole's house at one time? Matthias would always bring out like a bunch of weapons to Cole's when we go like shooting, and we would just open up the tailgate and there'd just be all these guns and ammo. I'm like, all right, take your pick. But it was a revolver. Was it a 357?
I think it was a 357.
Yeah, it was probably my 357 mag I had. That was a cool one.
That was the craziest gun I think I've ever shot as far as like firepower.
Brandon's dad has a 500, which is the barrels like this, and we shot it at his bachelor party. Dude, that thing is insane.
That's wild.
And everybody's like, try shooting with one arm. I was like,
my God.
I did. Dude, it was like, the bullet is like this big.
Yeah. You're shooting a rifle cartridge out of a
Basically.
out of a small handgun.
Yeah.
Hand cannon, pretty much.
Yeah, if you think of like a 450 Bushmaster out of an
it's about
AR.
the same size.
Yeah, this is a 500.
I always wanted one of those 458 Bushmasters so bad.
Dude, that is nuts.
It's like shooting, like the 458 Bushmaster is like shooting a 12 gauge slug out of an AR.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yep.
That's wild. No, I have good memories of Nick showing up to your place and just be like, open the tailgate and just having all these fun guns.
Pull out
to
the
shoot.
the newest gun I had hacked up.
Whatever
the night before.
Nick made in his garage. yeah, there was all sorts of weird shit. You had some weird rifles too. I think that were like foreign rifles and stuff too, right?
Had bunch of like military surplus stuff, bunch of Mosin Nagants. My I still have it, but it's it kind of looks bad, but it's not. So we were just talking about it today with my buddies, but I basically chopped the stock down to make it shorter and chopped the fore end down to make it shorter. Cut the barrel down to like 18 inches, I think, and then had put a scope mount on. So I drilled a hole.
Jeez.
And then punched through to the chamber because I drilled too far. So I just got a bunch of that metal JB weld epoxy and plugged the hole.
I literally used that to plug a hole on my boat last year.
So then I drilled another hole.
That's hilarious.
Punched through, filled that one in. So I'm like, all right, I don't think I need to thread the pinhole. So I drilled a hole, got it good, took a pin one size too big, hammered it in to the receiver, and then slathered it up with JB Weld.
No
And
shit.
it's held for
It
like
works?
7 years now.
Have you shot it? Oh, no kidding. Oh, my God.
Nick's gonna send us a picture one day that he's got like missing
Yeah.
fingers.
It's that classic photo of like the barrel grenaded or whatever. Or
Oh,
whatever.
banana peeled
Yeah,
back.
exactly. How was the
Like-
first time shooting that thing?
Yeah.
I'd be so nervous pulling that first,
Yeah,
squeezing
usually I
that
just
first
kind
round.
of turn my head, close my eyes, and hold my
Yeah.
breath. And
Yeah.
The good
Yeah.
squint sun.
call it Fugly.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's the name of the gun, Fugly.
That's hilarious, man. Good stuff.
Have you seen that guy on the internet? He put a 50 cal bullet in a 12 gauge sawed-off shotgun. Because it's the same like
diameter,
diameter as a 50
If it
cal.
fits, it shoots.
Oh my God. He threw that in there and shot it?
And he put it on. He had it on a table and he had a string on the.
Oh, thank God. I was going to
Did
say.
the
like,
old safety squints.
Yeah.
Jeez. Dude, that is nuts.
Let
Didn't
it
blow
rip.
didn't blow the barrel up. It was
That's
just surprising.
surprising.
Yeah.
That's very surprising. Some of the stuff you see on YouTube and TikTok and all this crazy stuff nowadays, I feel like it's just wild. Absolutely.
So what's in the future endeavors for you, Johnny? Obviously, we're doing a lot of fishing, some turkey stuff coming up.
Turkey stuff with Cole and Jeremy. I'm gonna be shooting that. Hopefully getting out doing some fishing sometime this summer. I want to get a few videos. I'm gonna be posting some vlog fishing and fishing videos on YouTube page that my podcast is on. I've got 2 in the bank right now. One's a cooking episode. One is a ice fishing episode up in Wisconsin. It's almost done. But I'm hoping to drop those this month up in, oh God, where was it? Little Green Lake, which is just south of Lake Winnebago for you Wisconsinites. But yeah, it was cool, man. I don't know if I talked to you guys about, did I tell you guys about all this crazy stuff up there? Those Wisconsinites do it right.
On your podcast, you mentioned it.
It's nuts, man. I drove a truck on 36 inches of ice. Thank God Cole loaned me his Milwaukee drill with a big battery on it because I would have been screwed.
Yeah, you would have drilled one
Dude.
hole per day.
Yeah, with that other little drill that Zach loaned me. It was like 1.5 amp hour battery. Cole loaned me when I was like 12 or 16 or something.
Yeah, you can punch like 30 holes with that thing.
Easily. We could have went all day. And yeah, man, it was just nuts. We caught a bunch of crappie, some perch, 2 nice walleye. Like those were just icing on the cake, basically. But I got it all on video and got some cool drone footage, all that good jazz. But I really want to get out to a couple smaller lakes out east of us, like Potato Creek State Park, Bruce Lake, Lake of the Woods, and Lake Max and Cucky out in Culver, and shoot some videos out there too. But Zach and I went out a couple weeks ago, caught a limit of perch out of the Calumet River again. They were hanging out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. It's a good time, man. We're finally figuring shit out around here. It's taken us 28 years, but
actually, we have
dialed
money now that we
Man.
can actually do stuff.
that's it.
That's half
Money,
the battle.
dude. And I'm telling you, the as dumb as it sounds, but like the YouTube videos that I've been watching have helped immensely.
They do.
It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the stupid fishing videos that me and Cole watch a lot of the same
Yeah.
stuff. But Jay Siemens, and then like Tom Boley is another good one. All these ways of like how to like properly use your electronics. I've got one of these little like Garmin ice fishing bundles. It's like a 5CV, I think they call it. 5-inch screen, and it just does 2D sonar, and it has a flasher. And man, if I didn't
Nice.
have this thing for ice fishing, we wouldn't have caught like any crappie. It was nuts how like just this little $300 piece of equipment could change your entire
Change the
trip.
game.
It's nuts, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So I got that dialed in, and like I know how to use it, so I'm excited to try it out on open water now. So
Sweet.
we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, if you're ever up here or around again in the summer, I mean, I've just been waiting to get my boat out. That's the next big purchase is gonna be a new outboard motor on that thing. So
Heck yeah.
yeah.
The old Mercury 250.
On a 16-foot John boat, yeah. I'll be,
like
You
down.
rip it. Have lead weights in the front.
that engine. I've got a 50 horse on it, and it's older than both of us put together. It's like a 1969. And dude, I wake everyone up when I'm out like launching it to go duck hunting at like 3:30. I'm like firing up. It's got that what do you call it? Where you push you can like throttle it up
yeah.
into like different like RPMs.
Got the rabbit and the
I
turtle.
just have to fucking let it sing to warm it up, and it's like everyone's awake. Everyone's awake on the river.
Oh man.
Just smells like smoke and gas. But yeah, that's the next 4-stroke. Hopefully, it's the next purchase I buy. So
Right on.
yeah, man.
Cole, you got turkey hunting coming up.
Yep.
What else is on the agenda?
Cleaning my garage out so I actually have a place to work on my guns and set up a podcast studio because I've been every time we podcast I sit in the mudroom and I put the mic on my deep freezer and sit in a chair. But
Get a little desk like that. It was like $60 off Amazon.
we have one, but it's in our spare bedroom.
Mm.
It's covered in junk right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, my wife said she went out after we first podcasted, and she's like, "Why was Cole sitting in a fold-up chair, looking at the deep freezer?"
Hillbilly.
The minimalist lifestyle.
Hillbilly podcasting.
And the cat was walking around. He's going meow. And shut the cat up.
Oh
I'm
my
like, get
God.
out of here.
Get
So
lost.
my goal is in the next couple weeks to have a podcast studio / be able to work on stuff in the garage again. Because I have too much shit. Like anything, I have stuff that I have not touched in my garage since I moved in 3 years ago. And
Really?
I'm not missing. I know
Jeez.
if I don't even know I have it, and I'm gonna look at it, be like, if I say, I could probably use this. No, Cole, you haven't used it in 3 years. You don't need it. Throw
That's
it
good
out.
that you can do that. Some people can't do
No,
that.
I need to. It's bad.
Yeah.
And then I need a new garage fridge. My garage fridge went out when I was on vacation.
Man, that's a bummer.
It came with the house, so
Yeah.
whatever.
It was a good
But-
fridge.
Yeah, but my Alexis didn't let me know that it went out when I was on vacation, and I got home and the whole there's water all over the place. I'm like,
no.
what happened? She goes, yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. And then I had a whole bunch of meat in there.
Oh God.
So
Warm beer.
I-
What the heck?
I just
the beer's ruined.
I just duct taped it shut.
Oh,
I did
God.
not want to touch it. I just duct taped it
Yep.
shut and put it in the garage.
Yep.
I'm like, it's going straight in the dumpster.
Yeah, don't even touch it. Go into the dump,
Oh
baby.
God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny,
Well,
Cole,
Yeah.
appreciate you guys joining me today.
I'm glad to see you. Glad you made it here through the blizzard.
Yep.
Yeah, dude,
Yep.
definitely.
Hopefully, I want to return in the fall to take Pat up on his offer of dropping a nice white tail.
Oh, bringing that up, the Meat Eater has all their auction stuff up, and I'm the highest bidder so far
What?
on Giannis Butelis' bow.
No
What?
way.
Yep.
No kidding. Oh,
Dude,
that will be
if
awesome.
you get that would be nuts.
Because I need a new bow.
That's
So I was
awesome.
like, oh, I'll give it a shot.
Awesome.
Got 3 more days.
Oh, what?
All right, good. We won't
That's-
drop it till
yeah,
we
yeah,
won't drop
yeah, exactly.
the episode
No
till
one.
after.
I'm gonna one up Cole tonight by $1.
You can only go by $50.
Oh, damn it! Never mind.
That's awesome.
And
man.
then I
That'd be
also-
a sweet score.
I did bid on Steve Vernella's because it's signed,
That's pretty cool too.
but then I realized he was left-handed.
Oh yeah,
And I was like,
that's tough.
I'm gonna be like, I'll be happy that I got Steve Renella's signed bow, but I'll be really disappointed because now I'm going to learn how to shoot bow left-handed now.
Yeah, that might be a little tough.
That's awesome.
So-
That's really cool, man.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe next time you hear from Cole, he'll be a proud new bow owner.
From Giannis Butelis,
Yeah.
one
Yep.
of my
The
Heck
Latvian
yeah.
Eagle.
the Latvian Eagle. I would be
That's awesome.
Yep. So keep me in your prayers.
We will. We'll pray for you, brother.
Yep.
Johnny, thank you again for having us.
Oh, man,
on
it was-
in the Cyber Shindig studio.
My pleasure, dude. Your guys are more than welcome. Anytime you come through, more than welcome.
Hell yeah. Where can everyone find you at?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at johnny.goodrich. Follow Cyber Shindig on Instagram, too. You can click on our Linktree account and find all of our goodies there, like YouTube, our podcast page. If you like storytelling and role-playing, check out another podcast I'm in called Roll for Your Life. It's traditionally a D&D, Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Check it out. It's just kind of a fun storytelling show, and we throw dice and screw around with fun friends. But, yeah, that's about it. And look out for Cole's turkey hunt.
Yep.
Hopefully coming this month. I'm going to try to drop that soon because turkey season is,
Yep.
only like a month long. So
Yep.
Yep.
Got to get it while
yeah,
the getting's good.
exactly.
Cole, where can they find you at?
Colby Shore on the 93 on the old Instagram. Colby Shore on Facebook. And then hopefully I'll be having some TikToks come out soon on the old TikTok. I think it's Colby Shore 12. So look out for that. I'm
Should get those dialed in so
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what's what.
yeah, I always forget. I need to keep my name the same.
Yeah,
But
it's got 6 different usernames.
Yeah. 12 password.
Yeah.
And then let you know, Nick, I'm in the works of some Jumping the String merch.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
shit.
we'll be
Excellent, yeah.
dropping that
Dude.
hopefully once I get the house cleaned out. We'll get
Yeah,
that
when you
all
do
rolling.
that, let me know. We'll go
I was
50-50.
Let me know
Yep.
when you guys do that. I'll buy a few shirts
Yep.
or t-shirts.
Yep.
And
yeah.
let me know if you guys need, like, there's a couple websites that are super easy to use. So I can
Yeah,
hook
that'd
you
be
up
a big
if you need
help.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, folks.
Thank
if you're
you.
watching on the YouTube for the first time, we appreciate it.
First video.
Yeah.
Johnny is the one that has the gear for this. I do not. Cole does not. So
Maybe
you might
in the-
not see us online on the YouTube for a while. But
That's okay.
we're glad that you got this one.
Yeah.
So you can see who we are, what we're about. Check us out on Instagram at Jumping the String. Send us an email, jumpingthestring@gmail.com. Check out previous episodes. You can pretty much get us anywhere nowadays on all the major platforms. And we appreciate you guys listening. See you next week. Bye.
Thank you.